Hi, Todd Ortscheid with GTL Real Estate coming at you this week from the Florida office. So I'm a little bit more casual than you might be used to seeing me on these videos. But I wanted to talk this week about maintenance and repairs and the commissions that are charged on that. It's not a too common question, but we do occasionally get an owner who wants to know why we charge an additional commission on maintenance and repairs over and above the standard just monthly management fee. And there's a reason we do that. Basically, there's, we manage a broad range of houses. So we have everything from a very old, $350 a month, low income property, all the way up to properties that rent for $4,500 a month that are brand new in the nicest neighborhoods. So, in order to kind of manage all of those, there's certain ways we found to go about doing that are most fair for everybody. So, obviously those properties that are older, more run down, they have more maintenance, they're going to be a much bigger source of the work we do when it comes to maintenance and repairs. Those brand new houses that, are new construction or just a few years old, those don't have a whole lot of work that need to be done on them. So we're very rarely having to send vendors on those houses. So rather than lump everything into one big management fee, that covers everything including maintenance, we didn't think that made a whole lot of sense, because then the owners who don't really get a lot of maintenance done on their properties, they're basically subsidizing the owners who get tons of work done on their properties. So we thought it made more sense. You break it out into the basic management, rent collection, evictions, all that kind of stuff. The things that don't deal with maintenance and repairs, have that covered by the normal monthly management fee. And the maintenance and repairs, they should be covered by a separate commission. So that way the only people who are paying that are the people that are using it. So the houses that need the work, those owners cover the maintenance and repair commission, and the owners that don't need work done on their houses, they're not having to pay for that. So we obviously think that's the most fair way of going about that, because we do have to cover our costs for that. Maintenance and repairs are a huge source of expenses for us. So we don't really make any money off of overseeing maintenance and repairs, but we do need to cover our costs on that. And for a lot of you, the reason you hired a management company is because you recognize how much work overseeing maintenance and repairs is. So I'm sure most of you understand just how much work goes into that, how our expenses would obviously be considerable for that. So that's why we do have to have some source of commission charged on maintenance and repairs in one way or another, just to cover those costs. So we've come about doing it this way because we think it's the most fair. Now you will see other management companies out there that do it other ways. For example, some management companies will just charge a flat fee on every maintenance and repair they do. So they might charge a $75 maintenance coordination fee, and that's just charged on every invoice that comes in. We didn't think that made a whole lot of sense, because then if you're getting an $85 service call for a basic plumbing issue, you're basically doubling the cost of your invoice. And that didn't seem fair, because then an owner who's having a $3,000 major repair done, they're paying the same $75 coordination fee. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense to us. Another thing that repair companies will do, sometimes they just won't disclose what they're marking it up. So, they'll bill you directly from the property management company, and they'll never tell you that they're adding on a 10 or 15 or even 20% override on top of that. That's not how we like to do business. We always tell all of our clients, there's no hidden fees. Everything we charge, you know about, and it's right in the second page of your management agreement for you to look at. So we didn't do that just because we didn't think it was a transparent way of doing business. And finally, some companies have an in-house maintenance company. Now, some of them will let you know, that it is an in-house maintenance company, and they'll disclose that. Other property management companies won't. They'll have an in-house maintenance company, but they'll give it another name, and they'll never let you know that it's the same company, the same umbrella corporation that owns the management company. So then what they do is they just include their commission in the invoice that they charge from the repair company, and they get their money that way. Again, we don't think that's the most honest way of doing business. And in our experience, the companies that are doing that aren't charging competitive rates that outside vendors could do. Now, it's not always the case. Some management companies are charging honest, competitive rates that outside third-party vendors would charge, but a lot of times they're not. So, in our view, it's best for our clients for us to find the best competitive vendors. We're going to do a good job, but still charge a competitive, discounted rate to us for the amount of volume that we give them, so that we pass on that cost to you. So we think the way we handle it, just charging a commission, a percentage-based commission on top of the invoice amount, we just think that's the most transparent, fair, and just reasonable way of going about it. So that's how we've reached doing it the way we do. If you'd like more information about that, have any questions, you can send us an email at support@gtlrealestate.com, or we have an article in our knowledge base on our website where you can get some more in-depth information on that. All right, have a good weekend.